الله الرحمن الرحيم سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أحوى.
Okay. Okay, Bismillah. Let's start from the back again. So it's Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. So ruling number 1229. If a person hires himself for several years, let's say he has a contract for several years. So 5 years. For 5 years, his contract was 100,000 euros. So each year is about 20,000 euro. So even if he was given 100,000 euro, he is going to check out 20,000 euro, get 20,000 euro, see whatever is remaining from this 20,000 euro, he will pay the khums of it. He doesn't need to pay the khums of 80,000 euro because these are divided into 5 years. So that is what he says. If he hires himself for several years, إذا آجر نفسه سنين كانت الأجرة الواقعة, the wages or the salary which is in compensation for each year is going to be limited for that year. So the wages or the compensation collected will be limited for that year, for that work of that year. وَمَا يَقَعُ بِإِزَاءِ الْعَمَلِ, and whatever is for next year is going to be considered next year's income. So those 100,000 euro are not going to be considered for the first year. Farming is different, but this is different. So 100,000 which are considered for 5 years, you are going to only pay the khums of whatever is remaining for 20,000 for the first year at the end of the first year. So as I mentioned in this example, if a person makes a contract with a company for 5 years for 100,000 euro, each year work is worth of 20,000 euro. Then such person will only pay khums of the remaining of 20,000 each year after using it in his living expenses. So though you have those 100,000, but these are not your 100,000 for 1 year. These are for 5 years. So let's say you pay now khums of 100,000. Next year you might need more money. Your expenses might increase. So what will happen? You already paid the khums, so your money has gone down. So your money has become like 16,000 euro, and you might need 18,000 euro. You might need the whole amount, 20,000 euro next year. You might have expenses. You might need to buy a car or children's school fees, whatsoever. So that's why you don't have to pay the khums of those 5 years money now in this year, okay? Because this is in compensation for every year you're going to work, and then this 20,000 is going to be used for this 20,000 is going to be used for the next year. But can I use those 80,000? Let's say I want to buy a property this year, house. Can I use those 80,000 this year? Yes, you can. You can. It's not that you can't use it. No, you can. But khums-wise, no, you have the permission to wait until next year and check next year's 20,000. Are they there, or are they finished, or whatever is remaining from those. وَأَمَّا إِذَا بَاعَ بُسْتَانٍ, this is the farm, the agricultural product, okay? However, if a person sold the fruits of his garden in advance for upcoming years, okay, he sold. So he said, I'm hiring you my farm for 10 years. Whatever fruits are going to be in it, they are for you for 10 years. I'm not going to take anything from this farm. So the guy asked, like many of these rice farms, some of these rice farms in Pakistan, many of this big company, because there's so much demand, they have purchased the fruits of it, the product of the rice for 10 years. They say we want this product. The guy doesn't want to sell his land, but he can sell the fruits for 10 years. So in advance for upcoming years, then the entire sale money collected will be from the incoming profits of the year of sale. So this is different than that. Because you sold, that was hiring. Here you sold your product, okay? You sold your product. There you hired yourself for 10 years. So that is the difference between these two scenarios. Okay, for the upcoming of the year, yes. So though the fruits will be surrendered every year after the growth, and its collection will be every year, but he has collected in advance, he's sold in advance for 10 years. Like those airline industries, they purchase, you pay the price of the half of the price of the plane, and you get the plane after 5 years. So that means this money you have to, whatever you have collected, you have to pay the khums of it, because you sold and you collected. That's not, you collected, but you are going to every year work. So that is hiring contract. This is selling, sale contract. Therefore, the khums would be obligated on the net profit after excluding the expenses incurred from his capital of investment, as explained in ruling 1217. So, for example, I have this farm, okay? I spend for the farmer. I spend for the water. I spend for the insecticide. All these things I'm doing a lot of investment in, and I have a capital of investment which is khums paid. Okay, the capital of investment is khums paid. So I've used my capital of investment. Where? In farming. So I have the right to regain it. I have the right to regain, like to deduct, to make deductions from the net profit. I have the right to make deductions of my capital of investment was 1,000 euro. It became 600 euro. And at the end of the year, I have 1,000 euro net income. So should I pay the khums of it? No, wait. Take the expenses out. You spend 400 euros from that, from your capital of investment. Recover your capital of investment. And then after that, whatever is remaining, you pay the khums of it. So I'll not pay the khums of 1,000. I'll pay the khums of 600, because 400 is my capital of investment, which is already khums paid. I gave government fees, I gave these workers, I gave the taxes of the land, I gave a lot of things, it's gone. So whatever is gone, you can recover from the capital of, you can recover from the income, recover your capital of investment from income, and then the income, whatever is remaining, you pay the khums of it. So he gives an example. And after excluding the amount used to recover the deficit of the fertility of the garden, so the garden was useless. You couldn't sell it, you couldn't hire it, you couldn't use it, you couldn't use the product. So for you, the garden was mute, okay, without any value, because you have allocated all the fruits. Now, if somebody would come and buy your garden or farm, they say, we can't buy, we can't benefit. All the fruits you have sold for 10 years. So what will we have? So the price of the farm will be down, because it's useless for whoever is going to buy. For 10 years, it's useless, because your fruits are sold to somebody. If I want to purchase a farm, I want to make sure that I'm benefiting from it. Why should I purchase the farm just for that? Yes, maybe property, which has value, but just for farm as farmer, I want to buy and sell the farming product. So it's useless for me. I will not purchase. So it loses its value. So the garden, due to its becoming unusable for the remaining period after the end of the year. So this year you got, but next year, who's going to buy it? For example, if the garden was worth 1,000 euro and he sold its fruit, not the garden, to a company, let's say, for 10 years, like rice business is like that. You sell the rice with whatever rice will come out, okay? you sold it for 10 years in advance. So these people, they come out and they get the rice from you for 400. So how much is the farm for? 1,000 euro. And how much was the deficit? For 10 years? No, you sold the fruit for 400 euros. And you spent on your farm 100 euro, like taxes, water bill, this fee, workers, all those kind of things, repairing, maintenance. So you spend 100 euro. Therefore, after excluding that, the remaining profit at the end of the year would be 300 euro. Okay? This example is mentioned here in Arabic by Sayyid Sistani. So the khums would not be obligated on the entire amount. So how much will the khums be obligated? It will be obligated on 300. So 100. So again, how much is the value? 1,000. How much did I sell? 400. So 400 is my income of the fruits. Okay, but I use 100. So deduct 100. So khums will be on 300. Said, no, wait. There are more deductions. See how Islamic law is flexible and give you a lot of leniency. Because those 1,000 euro value of your farm is khums paid. So Sharia tells you recover your khums paid money, and then after that pay the khums of the remaining. He says, even the amount used to recover, okay, the deficit occurring in the value of the garden by being unusable, non-beneficial for the remaining 9 years would be exempt from khums. Okay, so that value also will be exempt from khums. فإذا فرضنا أنه لا يسوي كذلك لا يسوى كذلك بأجل. Let's say the value went down to 800 euro. 1,000 euro worth of farm is now 800. So how much deficit? 200 euro. We will tell him how much you have there, 300, deduct 200. Put it in your capital of investment. So those 200, okay, you are going to be exempt from the loss. Means the loss was 200. 1,000 euro became 800. That means your khums paid farm lost 200 euro. Don't worry about it. Recover it. So you took from 400, they gave you 400 income. You took out 100 for the expenses of the farm and farming. Then 200, 300 were remaining. From these 300, you are going to take 200 out for the deficit which came to the farm. And then after that, the balance will be 100 euro. So the ruling, so the 100 euro will be the khums. Similar rule, Sayyid Sistani says, the ruling of selling the fruits, same ruling we applied, and not hiring. Hiring is different. Hiring himself for years. This is selling the fruit. Would apply for renting out house, for example, for several years. You said, this house I'm renting you, okay, for 10 years. So now whatever benefits of the house comes, it's for you. You want to sell it, sell the benefits of it, you want to hire it, you want to do whatever. You want to rent it out. You see, I have given you for 10 years. So now for 10 years, the value will go down because the building, the paint, job is needed, everything. So the value is going down and down, maintenances, everything. So again, you are allowed to recover your khums paid money, capital of investment, which you purchased this house for. You can recover it from your rent taken from your, you can recover from the rent given to you, the capital of the deficit, the maintenance, and all these things you are allowed to cover. Ruling number 1230. إذا دفع مبلغا من السهمين ثم بعد تمام الحول حسب موجوداته ليخرج خمسه، فإن كان ما دفعه من أرباح هذه السنة افترضوا باقيا وحسب الجميع حسب خمس الجميع. Let's say this person paid khums in advance. So let's say you paid in advance. If a person paid both portions of khums or one of it in advance, like Sahm Imam, Sahm Sada, or just Sahm Imam. And after that, he calculated. He found out, whoops, it seems that I need to pay more. Okay. So what he will do is, because he paid in advance from his income, which you are allowed to pay, as we are going to take in some of the rulings. If you pay the khums in advance, so whatever you have paid from your income, okay, we will consider that with you. We will assume whatever and your incomes, we will think that you have not paid the khums. Okay, you have not paid the khums. We will say, forget about the khums. How much income was your this year? So he will say, my income was 100,000. Okay, fine. But I've paid 20,000 khums. I forget about that. Let's say how much income? 100,000. Okay, don't talk. 100,000 was your income. How much you are supposed to pay the khums? 20,000. But I've paid. No, but how much is you are supposed to pay? Supposed to. 20,000. Okay, now tell me, how much have you paid in advance? He said, I've paid in advance like 5,000. Okay, fine. Pay 15,000. No problem. You paid in advance. We can always deduct it at the end of the year and see how much is remaining from the khums and pay the remaining. Okay, now this ruling is done. I'll have to stop this. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين. صلي على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد اللهم صل على